Scientists' terrifying new discoveries on Jupiter after 43 years. Space is full of mysteries and questions, but scientists have found answers to some of these questions. Many terrifying discoveries have been made that have perplexed us and have raised more questions and concerns, such as the discovery that has been recently completed on the planet Jupiter. Scientists have launched many satellites and telescopes like the Hubble, Juno, Voyagers, and James Webb to space to find out about space. They have discovered many galaxies and information about stars and planets. So what is this discovery about Jupiter that has puzzled the scientists? And why do scientists worry about knowing them? Well, let's find out in the video. Jupiter, a planet named after the Greek god, is the biggest planet in our solar system. It was first discovered by Galileo Galilei in 1610 with a small telescope. Since then, many discoveries have been made about the planet. The discoveries did not just come overnight. It took several decades to know what we know about Jupiter today. Let's go over what we know about Jupiter. Facts about Jupiter. Jupiter is massive, and the word does not do justice to its size. It is 318 times greater than Earth. To have an idea, if Jupiter were a basketball, then Earth would be a piece of grape next to it. More than 1,300 Earths could fit in Jupiter. The interesting thing is that its size is increasing, but it would stop after gaining an exact mass. Along with its size, Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet in the solar system. Now, how is this possible with so much weight? It's because Jupiter is filled with gases like hydrogen and helium rather than solid. Jupiter completes its one rotation in 10 hours as compared to Earth's 24 hours of rotation. It means Jupiter has the shortest day on the planet, but at the same time, it takes 12 years of Earth to make 1 year of Jupiter. Regarding the rings, Jupiter has 3 ring systems, but it is a little faint than Saturn. The magnetic field of Jupiter is 17 times greater than the magnetic field of Earth. Due to this magnetic field, it was difficult for satellites to get past Jupiter for a long time. After collecting data, right now 67 moons have been identified and named on Jupiter. It is estimated that Jupiter has 200 natural satellites, but only 4 of them are major and greater in diameter. The Ganymede moon of Jupiter is the biggest in the solar system. Now we know that Jupiter is made from hydrogen and helium. But the thing scientists are most curious about is the gaseous cloud and red storm on its surface. The gaseous cloud covering Jupiter is almost 50 kilometers thick, and the colorful clouds are made from broken ammonia crystals that are divided into 2 distinct layers. The storm covering the Great Red Spot is raging for almost 300 years. It is so much it can fit 2-3 piles of Earth inside. Scientists believe the storm is due to the fast-spinning motion of the planet, but nothing can be said for sure. Data collected from spacecraft. Scientists have sent 7 spacecrafts inside Jupiter to collect data and know more about the planet. This includes Pioneers, Voyagers 1 and 2, Ulysses, Galileo, Cassini, and New Horizons in 2007. After that, NASA launched Juno in 2016. From these spacecrafts, scientists have come to know about many things, like we cannot survive on Jupiter, but its moon can sustain life as it has water. The inside of Jupiter is so cold that ammonia is turned into crystal form. We cannot even step on Jupiter as there is no solid object on the planet, and its strong gravitational force will just pull us right inside the planet. Jupiter is the coldest planet in the solar system and one of the first planets to form after the Big Bang. Scientists believe that Jupiter is a failed star, meaning that it was formed to become a star, but it did not gain enough mass to become a star like the Sun. It does not have enough strength to trigger a nuclear reaction in its core, otherwise it has the same composition as the Sun. In 2016, Juno landed on Jupiter, and it was the first spacecraft to give such detailed data on Jupiter. The water mystery on Jupiter. In 1995, Galileo landed on Jupiter and found out that the planet was dry. But in 2016, Juno had different findings. He collected that about 0.25% of the atmosphere of the planet is made from water molecules. A greater number than the Sun, and water becomes more abundant when we move towards the equator. Cyclones and weather on Jupiter. On its first landing, Juno discovered giant cyclones around the planet's poles. 9 in the north, and 6 in the south. Scientists found out that the cyclones had the same swirling pattern as the vortex of the ocean on Earth. These storms swirl around each other but do not ever mix together. Juno has detected high-voltage jolts of lightning on the planet. The jolts are due to water inside the core, just like the water cloud lightning on Earth. Jupiter has two bands differentiated, according to their color and types of chemicals inside. The light-colored bands are called zones, and the gases are moving upward. The dark-colored bands are called belts, and the gases are rising below. The composition of these bands is still unknown. Sound of the Moon. Recently in 2021, the Juno was able to listen to the moon Ganymede. The Juno is traveling at the speed of 41,600 miles per hour, and it was tuned in to the electric and magnetic waves of the planet. During traveling, Juno was able to hear the change in frequency, indicating that it has entered a different zone of the magnetosphere. A giant magnetic blue spot. In the early research, spacecrafts found a giant red spot on Jupiter's surface. The study has revealed that the spot is shrinking and is smaller in size as compared to when it was discovered. A giant blue spot is also present on the North Pole of Jupiter. The blue spot is in fact an area of the intense magnetic field. Recently, scientists have discovered that a giant blue spot is responsible for changing the magnetic field of the whole planet. By comparing data from previous spacecraft in Juno, scientists found out that the blue spot is moving to the west of the planet, while the red spot is greatly reducing. The terrifying discovery. The most recent discovery Juno revealed was almost a shock for scientists. They found out that Jupiter contained remains of smaller gaseous planets that were destroyed in space. The studies show that Jupiter devoured baby planets or planetesimals to become this large. The study also showed that the atmosphere of Jupiter is not well mixed. There is a distinctive sighting of heavy metals in the core with hot gases, while cool gases are found around the upper region of the sphere. These heavy metals provide a strong gravitational force to Jupiter. So how does Jupiter swallow these planets? We know that the gravitational force of Jupiter is 2.5 times stronger than the Earth. In fact, this gravitational field acts as a shield for Earth as it attracts many meteorites toward Jupiter and stops them from coming towards Earth. The same gravitational field is responsible for attracting baby planets inside Jupiter, where they were destroyed and mixed with Jupiter. Early scientists believed that Jupiter swallowed small pebble-like rocks that made its core, but the further study revealed that these were not just ordinary rocks, but rare heavy metals that could have only come from planets like Earth or Mars. Now scientists are trying to understand the role of Jupiter in the formation of the solar system. According to the researcher, Jupiter was the most influential planet in the formation of the solar system. What does it mean for us? We don't have to worry about swallowing planets by Jupiter, as Earth is too small and too far away from Jupiter. Our planet will burn up before something like that happens. But the gravitational and magnetic fields are related. The question is that what type of gravitational changes can occur due to magnetic changes on Jupiter? Can it disturb the Earth shield or not? Only further studies can tell. According to a scientist at NASA, whenever we think we know about Jupiter, new facts and discoveries come in front of us. In 2023, the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer is set to be launched to find out more about the planet and its moons. Let's wait for what it will tell us. This ends our video for today. Tell us what you think about the discovery. Subscribe to our channel to see more discoveries like this. Tell us what you want to see. Till then, like the video and share it with friends.